Welcome back to the Thecrackednation, everybody. It has been a great year for film and a great year for me. I spent the last semester in LA working on films and learning about the industry, and I love it so much. But I also saw some great films while I was there. So here are my top 10 favorite movies of 2014. Oh, yeah! Okay, before I start with this list, I have to mention some that I didn't see. These are like movies that I'm probably gonna put in my top 10 of the year when I do see them, but just didn't get around to seeing them. Foxcatcher, The Imitation Game, Whiplash, which everybody is loving right now, but it's 200 miles away is the nearest theater, so I can't see that. American Sniper and Selma are the ones that I have not seen that will probably be on this list at some point. But, you know, didn't see them. So here are the other 10 movies that I think are my favorite of the year. So coming in with the honorable mentions, these are two movies that I wanted to put on the list and just couldn't lock, with Tom Hardy, which is a great movie. I didn't think I would like it. I was like, how? It's a guy in a car. But it was awesome. Watch it. He could get a nomination for Best Actor for this movie. And would deserve it if he got the nomination. And the other one that is an honorable mention that just barely made it out of my top 10 favorite of the year is Guardians of the Galaxy. This Marvel movie surprised me a lot because I did not want to see it. I thought it looked horrible. I didn't like the trailer. And then I saw it and I was like, wow, they pulled it off very well. So props to them. I almost made my top 10 favorite of the year. All right, let's go with number 10. Okay, starting off my list is my second favorite Marvel movie of all time, Captain America 2: The Winter Soldier. This movie is everything I wanted a Marvel movie to be. The action was great, the acting was great, the story was great, and they had a great villain. I think probably the best villain out of any Marvel movie so far. As much as I like Loki, he's not really a villain. He's just an awesome character that plays a bad guy. And I think the villain in this movie was awesome. I hated the first Captain America movie. Hated it. It's my least favorite Marvel movie, probably. I mean, for this cinematic universe that they have right now. But this second one, oh, so good. Incredible. Great way to start off the, summer movie season. And so mad props to them. That's at number 10. At number 9 is a movie that a lot of people probably would have a lot higher on their list. But for some reason, I've only seen it one time. I don't know why. And it was awesome. But it just didn't quite hit me as hard as it hit a lot of people, and that is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. The sequel to a great movie, because of the great movie, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I owned it on Blu-ray, loved the movie, and I thought, how could they make the second one better? Like, no. Oh man, they made it better. A lot better. This one is an incredible movie. Andy Serkis deserves an Oscar nomination for his motion capture work in this movie. If not, they need to create a special Oscar category for him specifically. They need to give him some type of Oscar because what he is doing is revolutionary and incredible. Oh man, this movie hits you hard. Like, it's very, I don't know, it's almost personal, but I don't know how it's personal. It's monkeys, fighting humans, and you're like, what? But watch this movie, it's incredible. And the villain in this movie is incredible also. So watch Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. That's my number 9 movie. Coming in at number 8 is the biggest surprise on this list. I thought I was going to hate this movie. I didn't go see it early on because I thought it looked dumb. The advertising for it was horrible. And that is Edge of Tomorrow, or Live, Die, Repeat. How bad of marketing do you have to change the name of the movie after it comes out on DVD? Like, what were they thinking? This movie was marketed so poorly that nobody wanted to see it, and it didn't make a lot of money. I think it ended up making like $400 million, but for a movie like that, that's not that much. But man, Edge of Tomorrow was awesome. It brought such a fresh take to action movies, and even though it's like a theme that's really not unique, you die and you come back like Groundhog's Day, the way they did it was awesome and so much fun. I love the movie. The special effects in it are incredible because most of them are practical effects. And so definitely watch Edge of Tomorrow and just enjoy the movie for what it is. It's just so much fun. All right, number 7. This movie I saw on the airplane to school this semester, so I saw it like 5 days ago. That is it's probably the darkest movie on this entire list, Nightcrawler. Oh my gosh, Jake Gyllenhaal kills it in this role. He better get an Oscar nomination. I've heard talk that he might not. If he doesn't get a nomination, I'm going to be shocked. He is incredible in this movie. No character in this entire movie do you like. You hate everybody in the movie. So don't go in thinking this is a feel-good movie or any of that. It's not a feel-good movie. The movie is dark. but it is awesome. Filmed incredibly well. The cinematography is awesome because there's lots of dark shots where you just see half of his face lit from behind, so you just see these really intense moments. Very well filmed, awesome story. Had no idea how it was going to end, and just love the movie. Go watch Nightcrawler. It's awesome. Okay, number 6 on my list. Probably a movie not a lot of you have seen. It's Jon Favreau's baby, Chef. Oh, man. Go watch Chef. It's such a fun movie. By no means is it going to win an Oscar, or should it even win an Oscar, but it's just a great time. And it's kind of a big, like, you know, screw you to the studios in Hollywood, because everything about the movie is pretty much like going against the system and doing it their own way, and it's kind of an indie feeling movie. It was a ton of fun to watch. I had a blast. Love the movie, and the food looks awesome. And this was the kind of movie that I was like, man, I bet they all had so much fun making this movie. It was fun to watch, and you could just tell they had fun. Chef is an incredible movie. I'm going to buy it. Haven't yet for some reason, probably because I haven't thought about it. But go watch Chef. If you haven't, go rent it. Just enjoy the movie for what it is. You won't be disappointed, I guarantee it. All right. Now the heavy hitters. Okay, these top 5 are, in my opinion, the 5 best movies that I've seen this year above everything else. And it was hard for me to pick the top, you know, there were about 4 and 5 could, and really all but number 1 could just switch all around. So coming in at number 5, because this is the way I decided to put it right now, is one of my favorite movies from the beginning of the year, and that's Wes Anderson's The Grand Budapest Hotel. Awesome movie, if you like Wes Anderson. So keep that in mind. I'm a huge Wes Anderson fan, and I think Grand Budapest Hotel is possibly his best movie. It was awesome. It was hilarious. It was very well executed, and the sets and everything are so incredible. Like, just watch how he did the behind the scenes, and then just enjoy the movie. Awesome time. I've seen it multiple times this year, and I've never been disappointed with it. Grand Budapest Hotel, it'll be definitely one of my favorites for a long time. Okay, coming in at number 4 is a movie that I didn't really hear anything about until like 2 weeks before I saw the movie. Birdman. Oh my gosh, what a masterpiece of filmmaking Birdman is. Michael Keaton, main actor in the movie, he will definitely get an Oscar nomination, and I believe right now he's the favorite to win the Oscar. In my opinion, he should win the Oscar. He was incredible. The movie is shot to look like one continuous take, so it's like 90 minutes of one take, and the whole time you're just so gripped by this story and the way they filmed it. Oh man, go watch Birdman if you haven't seen it. It's just an experience that like no other I've ever seen. It'll win multiple Oscars. It'll also be nominated for probably 8, maybe 9 Oscars, and it deserves all of them. Birdman is one of those movies that when I watched it, I was like, this is why I love film right here, because this is unique and new, and they also looked like they had a ton of fun making it, and what an incredible piece of filmmaking. Okay, number 3 and 2, I had a hard time with these two, but it came down to which one I've seen multiple times over the other one. So number 3 is, it's Fury. What else can I say about it? Fury is a movie that, again, I tend to not think movies look good and then go in and love them. I thought Fury looked bad, honestly. I was like, no, I'm not going to watch that. And then I heard great things about it, and I was like, okay, maybe I will watch it. The whole movie was incredible. I'm a huge End of Watch fan. Same director did it, David Ayers, and he took the character development End of Watch with 2 characters and made it 5 characters. And you love all 5 of these characters so much. The sound design in the movie, it'll be nominated for an Oscar, could possibly win the Oscar, depending on how some other movies actually do. Incredible sound, incredible cinematography, incredible story, incredible characters. Everything about it was so intense. Love the movie. Go watch Fury. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, number 2 on my list is a movie that I predicted early on in the year would win Best Picture. It's not looking like that's going to be the case at all now, but you know, at the beginning of the year, you pick a movie. I thought this was going to be David Fincher's year with Gone Girl. Gone Girl is a movie that, when I saw the trailer, I thought, no idea what this is about, but it's David Fincher, so it's going to be awesome. It was awesome, and more awesome than I thought it would be. It was incredible. The story is just like a twist in your mind. It's not your typical David Fincher movie like Fight Club or Seven. It's more along the lines of Social Network Social Network David Fincher, where it's like all about the story and the characters. And it was just like, I was glued to the TV. Both times I've seen it, I was just like, oh my gosh. I think I've seen it 3 times actually. Just, it was incredible. Just couldn't get away. Just, everything about the movie. The acting is incredible. I can't pronounce her name. It's like Romine Pike or something like that is the lead actress. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. She, in my opinion, should win the Oscar right now for Best Actress because she was incredible in the movie. Ben Affleck did very good. Everything else was just great. But Gone Girl was a masterpiece above masterpieces that I've seen in a long time. That one, Birdman, and then my number 1 pick. All right, guys. My number 1 pick for my favorite movie of the year. I'm sure you know what it is because it's the only movie since summer that I did a review of. Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. Interstellar was a movie that I thought I would like going in. I was like, it's Nolan. Although I didn't like Dark Knight Rises at all. And so I was like, okay, maybe he'll step out of his bounds and do something. It was so much better than I thought it would be. So much better. And I didn't know what to expect. And I'm glad I didn't know what to expect because when I went in, I was just like this. I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea what's going to happen. It's awesome. The practical effects in it are just incredible. It was a throwback to 2001: A Space Odyssey, which you could tell if you've seen both movies. You're like, oh, I see what you did there. And it was just awesome. I've never felt so, like, engulfed in a film as I was when I watched Interstellar. It was incredible. My favorite movie of the last 5 years that I can think of. I've thought about it, and I can't think of a movie I liked more in the last 5 years than Interstellar. Do yourself a favor, go watch it in 70mm IMAX. If you can, it's probably not playing in that anymore, so see it in the theaters, and if you can't see it in theaters, make sure you watch it on Blu-ray with a big screen and a great sound system, because that movie is awesome. It's probably going to get nominated for 8 Oscars, and it'll probably win 3, unfortunately. It should win a lot more than that, but Interstellar is my favorite movie of the year. So awesome. Go watch that movie. Well, thanks for watching. Sorry I haven't done videos in a while. I keep saying that every time I do a video because it's about 3 months and I do another video, but now I'm back at school. I'm not in LA anymore, so I'll be a little less busy in that aspect, and so I'll try to come out with these more often. And we'll also be doing more Oscar stuff once Oscars come around. I'm going to be doing a radio show on my school's radio. There's an app for it. Get the TuneIn app. I'll put a link for it below. And then listen to our radio program, which I'll also put a link right here because I can't remember at the moment, so I'll put an annotation right here. Follow that every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 11:30 to 12:30 Central Time, and we're just going to be talking movies for an hour each of those days, and Oscar time's coming up, so why not? So thanks for watching, and as always, peace.